Keenan Allen is a Chicago Bear. Justin Fields is not. Mike Williams is jetting off to New York City, and Hollywood's heading for the heartland. We have all that and more, so stand by for the week in NFL news. It started in Chicago, where the Bears continue to lay the groundwork for Caleb Williams' future success, or presumed future success, as the presumptive first pick overall, which the Bears own. Williams had his pro day at USC on Wednesday. I watched it. He can throw. I wasn't alone in watching. The Bears were there in force. Team officials, coaching staff, and Keenan Allen, the newly minted Bear. The Bears traded a fourth-round pick to Los Angeles for Allen. He joins a receiving corps headed by DJ Moore. That's quite a duo. Allen working the intermediate and short ranges, Moore taking the top off opposing defenses. There's a lot to like here. Remember, Allen was wide receiver 2 through 13 games last year before he missed times with a heel injury, one of his best seasons as a pro. Moore finished as wide receiver 6. You've been paying for that. Moore was going consistently in the second round of early best balls. Allen's been going in the fourth round. Expect the gap between the two to narrow a little bit, with Allen rising, maybe a more dipping. Cases like this where the players are close in abilities, I tend to buy the cheaper piece. They're both high end, but pick your poison. And if they get close enough, whichever one you like is fine. In a related note, Williams' price is rising. No longer in the double-digit rounds. To find him in round 9 seems fair, since part of that groundwork being laid for him was trading Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a conditional 2025 third-day pick, it's a 6th-rounder unless Fields plays 51% of the snaps, which would escalate it to a 4th-round pick. All indications are recently signed Russell Wilson will be the starter week 1. But if he struggles, Fields will be waiting in the wings. As Bloom mentioned, it's been a disastrous offseason for Fields, NFL and dynasty fantasy value. Whatever we think of Fields, and according to my X feed, opinions are strong and varied. The truth is the NFL does not view Fields like we do, obviously, given this compensation. We can all wonder what might have been had the Bears been as adamant in laying the groundwork as they apparently are for Williams. Recently talked to Pro Football Weekly's Hub Arkush. He covers the Bears closely. He loved Fields. Obviously a high-end running talent, great in the locker room, great leader, a hard worker, liked and respected by teammates, but he never progressed as a passer, right? And that was the problem. It's fair to wonder, had he gotten that same commitment Williams is getting, that would have made the difference. But whatever the case, I'm with Bloom on this one. He recommends throwing out a low ball offer in your Superflex Dynasty leagues if you're a Fields believer. And if you're not, you can move on. The Jets signed Allen's former Chargers teammate Mike Williams to a 1-year deal worth up to $15 million. Williams said he'll be ready for week 1. Remember, he tore his ACL in week 3 last year. We'll see how that works out on the notoriously bad surface at MetLife Stadium. Bloom contends if Williams, Aaron Rodgers, and the aging offensive line, with recent addition, former Cowboys Tyron Smith got a 1-year deal worth up to $20 million. If all those guys stay healthy, Williams can easily outproduce his 10th round ADP. He definitely seems like an ideal best ball play, the boom-bust ability, but expect him to move up the ranks as we head into the redraft season as well. Garrett Wilson, already going well inside the top 10. He appears to be at a ceiling, but adding a legitimate threat opposite him has to be a positive. And for Rodgers, of course, coming off the torn Achilles, he remains a value as a quarterback too. Seems like he has a little upside if he can stay healthy, especially with the addition of Williams to go with Wilson. Things don't look so rosy, however, for one Justin Herbert. Josh Palmer and Quentin Johnson, both 38 catches each last year. They're the top downfield options in Los Angeles, in an offense now coordinated by the notoriously run-centric Greg Roman. Yes, former Raven Gus Edwards is looking like a value as a Charger at running back 4 prices right now. Meanwhile, Herbert's fallen outside the top 12 in ongoing best balls. Are there reasons for optimism? Well, Herbert's good. And new head coach Jim Harbaugh has been more than willing to throw the ball. See his time at San Diego State with Josh Johnson, Stanford with Andrew Luck, when he has the quarterback firepower to do that. He has it in Herbert. Also expect additions, maybe a wide receiver, running back, probably tight end. So we'll have to watch this one going forward, but you're getting great values on Herbert right now. The Chiefs signed Cardinals wide receiver Marquise Brown to a 1-year, $7 million deal. He didn't get the $100 million bag Calvin Ridley landed in Tennessee, but neither did A.J. Brown there a couple of years ago. So Hollywood's in good company. But Kansas City is a prime destination because, well, Patrick Mahomes. 2023 wasn't Mahomes' best year, but outside of Travis Kelce and impressive rookie Rashee Rice, didn't have much to work with. Also, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, so there's that. Expecting Brown to be more effective than Marquez Valdez-Scantling isn't a heavy lift, and expecting Mahomes and this offense to course correct, that's not a huge reach either. By the way, Bloom notes Brown's ADP moved up from the 10th round into the 6th and 7th in early best ball drafts on the scheme of this move. I remember last year drafting Kadarius Toney as a wide receiver 5 based on nothing more than Mahomes and Hope. So Hollywood is a wide receiver 3 or 4? Yeah, count me in. You want more? Joe Mixon's new deal in Houston, Curtis Samuel landing in Buffalo. How about Deonta Foreman in Cleveland or Alexander Madison signing with the Raiders? Get the details on those stories along with instant reaction articles on all the major moves over the last 2 weeks and much more at the website. Better still, get the Football Guys Daily Update. The biggest stories in football summarized, explained, and delivered straight to your inbox every single day. Just head for footballguys.com, click on the free email update at the top of the page, sign in, check it out. Unsubscribe anytime. It's totally free and totally fantastic. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you've previously completed those tasks, hit the like button. Leave a comment too. Love to have your feedback. Help us dial in this weekly news item before we pick up the pace as the season draws nearer. That's it for me, Bob Harris. I'll see you right here next week. And until then, I'll see you in the best ball lobbies. Over and out.